Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Right, I'm back to try to give you a better effort than I did last night. Because last night I came on and I forgot to turn the mic on. So, right, what have I been up to? Where have I been for the last 6 weeks? Well, where do I start? Right, I'm going to run quickly through it. For those who know that I have underlying health conditions, I am type 2 diabetic. I'm no longer type 2 diabetic. You're going to go, yay! Well, it isn't, unfortunately. I am now type 1. So now I have to inject myself with a needle, insulin every day. Bit of a blow, but regardless of that, we carry on. Also, my legs haven't improved either, so now I'm struggling to walk. After 20 feet, I get a lot of pain. Right, so hopefully with the medicines I'm on, because I'm still on a bucket full of medicines, and then with the insulin now being sorted out, and then on top of that, unfortunately, I've got some news coming through, which I'm expecting, that my employer is probably going to get rid of me. But I can't say I'm surprised. I'm not. I was hired to do heavy lifting. I can't do heavy lifting. Those days now are officially over and done with. So I can't walk far. I can't definitely lift. I'm a heart attack waiting to happen walking around, and I rattle when I walk with the amount of tablets I'm on to keep me going. So not good. But it isn't the end of the earth or anything like that. I carry on. Everyone knows who I am, knows I'm very determined in things like that. I'm very upbeat about things, so we carry on regardless. I sound like an old engine then. Right, so I'm back after 6 weeks. Probably I won't. There's a lot of things I still would like to do, but I'm not going to be able to do. But I'm just going to have to adapt and overcome, as they say. Right. So, first of all, Happy New Year. I know it's really delayed. We're into February now. But it's taken me a while to get my brain into gear and be in a place where I can sort of like try to move on a bit. So, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everyone's going to have a cracking 2023. I'll give you some quick rundown facts that I've come across. There is now 2.3 million people now who are going to be freezing this week when the weather drops down, purely because they're on the meters and they've run out of cash to put in the meters. So that was the last figures I was given, 2.3 million people in the UK. So that's a lot of people really chilling down. This government is an absolute disgrace. Yes, we now have the figures in that there are 44,000, I think it was, and loose change, illegal migrants landed and have now been put up in nice big warm hotels on 3 meals a day, plus carry-outs, Chinese, and spending money. Thank you very much. We know where all our money's going anyway. In Ireland, they are surrounding the places. It's like Custer's Last Stand. I think they'll be the first one to make a move to get out of the ECRH or whatever it's called and start deporting people. I know in this country, plane loads of people are being deported from certain countries. They are being deported back, and they're trying to change the law. Well, you need to pull the finger out a bit quicker than that, because that money could help all the people. For the people of Turkey and Syria, we are absolutely, our hearts go out to you with this massive, great earthquake. I think something like over 100 afterquakes now. So that's absolutely terrifying. So, what can I say? I'll be quite honest, the government might send you money, but I don't think the people of Britain can send money at the moment because they're trying to keep their kids warm. So, and then on top of that, just going back onto the warm thing, they're trying to ban log fires. That's going to be impossible. You try to break into somebody's house and they've got log fire on, they're not going to be too impressed with it. That's breaking and entering. Right. Talking about breaking and entering, people being assisted by the police to break into people's houses to change gas meters. Well, I know the eccentric have come out and emphatically apologised for it, but it's a bit late after the day. It's like somebody going in to a bank, robbing it, and then taking the money back later and saying, sorry about that, wrong bank. Unfortunately, no, that's actually not what the police are there for, and I think the police could be in massive trouble for that one, because basically you're robbing off your employer. How do I work that out? Well, the police are actually a private commodity. They're a private entity, private company, employed by the government to look after law and order. But they are not employed as like the military, who are employed by His Majesty and His Majesty's government. They're employed through money, like any other employee. So they, at the moment, they're the only one of all the services, emergency services, that are actually in support of the government. Maybe privately, a lot of people are very, very dubious about it, but they're the only people supporting the government. They're actually holding this government up. That's the most amazing thing is, the British people have been so subdued that they haven't realised yet that actually, yes, we are the employees and the government are the employer. We're the employers and the government is the employees. And all of them are going to be sacked when the general election. That's actually what it means. They're going to be sacked. At that point, we all think pretty much the same, that they're trying to get as much money as they can before they get sacked. But then they've got to realise that if they haven't taken enough money to last them out, nobody's going to employ them, because nobody's going to trust them ever again, except for the taxi man, because obviously one lucky taxi will be able to take the entire Conservative Party into offices every day, because that's how many of them will be left. The Labour Party, they'll be looking for a minibus, because they won't be far behind them, but they'll have a few more the way they're going, unless they decide to stand behind the workers, like what they're supposed to be, Labour. Just thought I'd remind you then. And you need to actually start understanding who the employers are. We, the working tax people. Me, I'm long-term sick, but we, the working tax people, that's why I pay my taxes, for you to look after us, and you're not. You're not looking after us. When you're sacked, don't come complaining if we start taking court cases out against you, and you're going to say, but I was only following instructions. That doesn't wear, and you know it doesn't. Okay, so that's me trying to catch up with the news as much as I can. Those in Scotland who gambled, who said that it would be a white Christmas and won a couple of bob, well done. I'm not going to do a thing for next year because I don't know. But I will say, on the weather-wise, I am expecting some of that white stuff in about 4 weeks' time. So, okay. Make what you want of it. In about 4 weeks' time, I am expecting some white stuff to come out the skies again. Right, what's going to be coming on 2023? Well, 2023, I've actually got some guests. I've been saying this all last year. But I've got some people who actually want to come on, so we're going to be bringing those on. We're going to be talking about cryptics. That is not anything to do with Bitcoin or anything like that. That's about mysterious animals, Bigfoot. All of a sudden, there's loads and loads of videos coming out. A lot of CGIs, but a lot aren't. Very strange. Same with UAPs and OAPs. Not OAPs. UFOs. I see quite a few UFOs. I'm one of them. Right, so UFOs, loads and loads of new videos coming out. UFOs. So we're gonna be finding out what's going on that side. Is this something up? Is there something cooking? Not sure, but we'll get into it. We've also got the updates on SpaceX and things like this from Cape Canaveral and things like that. What's going on there? What they've been launching and throwing into space this time? What the Chinese are up to? Very interesting as well. So that's some of the things that are coming. I'm going to be doing loads and loads of different topics this year, not just all about the government, because the government, quite honestly, they've sealed their fate. They're going to be out. I think when the May elections come, I think they'll get quite a bit of a shock there. A bit like what's his name, Mr. Khan from London. He thinks he's the mayor of the roads. Actually, you're not, mate. They're the King's Highway. You're not king. Sorry, you never will be. So you need to just jack it in, because we ain't going to wear that one. As I said, all we do is it'll be like the strikes we've got at the moment. People will just flood the area. You won't know what's going on, and they'll tear your little cameras down and throw them in the bin. So, and then you can explain why you're getting all this money. So there you go. It's a it's a big one this year. Right, I'll keep you up to date with anything else I can find out and let you know. Remember, push that button, subscribe. I'm doing my best to keep cheerful and happy and everything like that. Yeah, come along with me on this journey. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit of a whiz this year. Ouch! I just stuck my finger on a pin. Ow! Right, have a nice night. Ta-ta.